Oh,
Didn't
unmute.
say it.
Unmute your speaker or increase volume. Something about that. Okay.
And is it recording?
Yep.
Okay.
She just couldn't talk because I had the sound turned off while you and Keisha filmed just in case. So,
I had that on the whole time nobody will know. Creeping it real here, Kate. Creeping it real.
Hello, Society Stitchers. I'm Katie.
I'm Laura.
We are the Black Needle Society, and we are wrapping up 13 days of stitching here to celebrate, well, to finish the celebration of Halloween. If you saw our last video, it was on Halloween night. And at that point, we had no trick-or-treaters, and the streak continued. We had 0 trick-or-treaters this year. So, however, we got a lot of full-size candy bars to eat for the next month.
Yes. Month. Ha!
Hey, it's made it through the first week, and there's still like half the bowl left. So,
That's it. Okay, so I did not do a full 13. Do you want to show one first?
Oh, I can. I was not ready for that. We're gonna do these in no particular order, so we're just doing the wrap up of what we did during the month
because we don't remember what we did. You have a couple of finishes too. How many?
One
finish.
This is the only reason I know that this was my first project and it's the only one that's going to be in order is because I finished on the first go around of this. So I finished the little totes jar. This is part of a pattern set by Hands On Design, the Witch's Pantry. And so there are 2 more jars that I can do now.
Really cute.
Oh, yeah. I finally finished it.
And I also finished some projects. I managed to finish 3 of my projects, but it's because I got stubborn and made them my work projects and worked on them until they got done. So the first one I finished is Miss Fortune by Prairie Schooler. I stitched this on a scrap piece of linen from my stash, and I changed her face and hands to be green etoile, and I love how that came out. So I'm pretty excited about that one.
My next one, still working on unfolding.
And it's so exciting.
Oh, so exciting, because this was not a good day. I think this was when I think we may have done this one the day that Dad fell, so we didn't film, okay. And it was a lot of stuff going on. So this is Spooky Countdown by the Primitive Hare. This was a new start. Oh my gosh, y'all are gonna hear our cat knocking around her cat toy, and we just
she's gotten excited now.
Yes. Big start, half stitches. They're supposed to be full stitches. Half stitches across the top. This is the width of the project. There you go.
Awesome. So the next one I have is another finish. It's from Plum Street Sampler, and it is Hares Halloween, and you can see how old it is. This is a very beaten up pattern, and I stitched this on a piece of 32 count silk weaver solo linen. Sorry, I'm just tucking that back in, and this is my finish, and I love it. I didn't have all that much left to do when I jumped in here to do this. And I thought I was almost done and then realized I hadn't even put the handle in on the broom. So, and for this one, I left these, Katie's getting really tickled. I left these loose because they're supposed to be the strings, the balloon strings. So it's one long string, one long strand there. I'm going to try and finish this so that a lot of this really cool white shows in here.
I am getting tickled. I think the little ball she's beating around is actually one, they broke one of their toys to get this ball out. So yeah. Next up is actually the last one I stitched on. I still don't know exactly what the name of this is. It says Haunted the House and then the Petrified Party.
I think it's the Petrified Party. And this is the house.
I think the part 1 of this is the Petrified Party. And I think the other parts have names because it's like people coming to a party. Because up in the attic, there are like ghosts trying on like dress up clothes and stuff like that. But anyway,
it'll be fun.
There's
you have
that.
cool fabric for it.
And then this is my start. This was a brand new start also this year. And I think this is caramel apple fabric from Be Stitch Me.
Awesome.
All the cat noises.
Yes. My next one is my third finish, my last one, and it is a Halloween sampler one by Homespun Elegance. And this one I did on 28 count golden wheat linen. It's a piece I had picked up at some sort of event. And there it is. And I love all of these silly little faces. They are so fun. It's supposed to have some little charms, but I don't think it needs it. So that won't happen. Probably this one will get framed.
Up next is Ghastly Greetings by Satsuma Street.
I love this one.
And then she even has some blown up pictures there for you, so you can see the bands a little closer. And I didn't get a ton of time on this one, but I feel like I was able to, I did the white in the next section, and it actually let me spread things out really well. So it's like a really good base for when I pick this one up again.
I think Jody loves color, and she's so good at it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's so good at it. Like, I just want to stitch her patterns because stitching on them makes me happy because of all the colors.
This one is a Satsuma Street, and I love that. That's on a dark navy linen, and it's part of her what am I trying to think, Katie?
Zodiac?
It's part of her Zodiac series. So that's Cancer, but all of them are just beautiful colors. So if you want to stitch a fun Zodiac piece, then go look her up. Okay. My next one is from Dames of the Needle, and it's Jumping Cat. I love that crazy cat face. And I have this beautiful piece of linen. I believe this is another Silk Weaver solo. Look at that. So I finished off everything to do with the pumpkins down there and started the line of the cat. I think I'm going to go ahead and finish outlining him with the DMC. And then I bought some of the DMC wool, and I will fill him in with that. So
my project was a hot mess in the next bag.
Good thing I can vamp. Huh?
Yes. So my next project is the Stitch Witch by Tiny Modernist, she just came out with a Christmassy version of this because she's done the Stitching Goddess. She did Stitch Witch. She did the Queen Bee. I don't know if Goddess is on the end of that one too. And then she did like the Yule Goddess or the Yule something. And yeah, she just came out, I want to say this week. But anyway, Stitch Witch and then Progress. So I added in the cat and the scissors this year.
Very cool. Are you excited to work on that some more?
I'm excited to work on all of these some more. Like I need Halloween to be more days.
Well, and you do work on yours, I feel like more often during the year.
I think I would like to work on them more often during the year. This year we did our 23 starts, and we purposely did it so that I would actually stitch on things that were not Halloween. That was my original intention, because I have all these adorable patterns, but I like to stitch them, in season or whatever, but then I don't ever stitch them because all I'm doing are patterns for Halloween. So
okay, so this is the one Katie is talking about. I'm wondering if you're going to see it as a start for her this year.
I would have to get it
and kit it, right?
I don't know if she has it out. I don't know, like, she obviously has shown it. I just don't know if it's actually available yet.
It's in stock. So it has prices on it, and it's listed at multiple shops. So I think you can get it if you would like it.
And the DMC, because she does like all of her patterns in DMC pretty much. Yeah.
Way. Okay, my next one is Pumpkin Row from Chessie and Me, which I fought with a little bit. This one is on a 36 count tin roof, 35 count tin roof Weeks. Linen. Weeks Dye Works. I just fought with it because it was dark, but I finished up the end and I started on the pumpkins inside, and oh my gosh, I love those pumpkins.
Yeah, because this is the one that you were missing part of the border on when we started.
This end. And yes, so I'm very happy to put 2 pumpkins in, and we'll see if I get all of the pumpkins in next year.
Well, filling things in, my next one is the Addams Family by Plum Street. And this year I pushed and I finished filling the house in all the way down there.
And it is so cute.
Now it does still have like a little chimney before I move on to the whole rest of it, but I am so ready to get to the side of this thing so that I can cut.
Because it's not all that big, right?
Small. So giant piece of fabric project.
And that fabric, I don't know if it's coming up as pretty and orangey as it really is.
So, and I'm folding it wrong, but it's fine.
It's okay. It means you won't have lines in your fabric. My next one is Quaker Crow from the Workbasket. I saw somebody else working on this. And I have this piece of linen that we bought at Keepsakes. And it was dyed by, I believe it's Susan who dyed them, the fabrics. And I love it. And I got a little more in on this. I was working on this row coming up. And it's just a lot of stitches, so it will take a while to get through. That's okay.
Okay, there we go. I made some more progress on Spooked Part 1, the mystery sampler from Lizzie Kate. So this is pattern number 3 that I'm showing you, so you can see all 3 parts. But right here by my finger is where part 1 is. And this is where I'm at.
Very cool.
So feeling pretty good about that progress.
That looks awesome.
I think I am switching out the thread down in the little stars down here because you can't hardly see one of the colors.
My next one is from an Across the River event when we had a couple of cross stitch shops and they were just across the river from each other. I'm not sure what Kathy calls this one. This is from Chessie and Company. So her design company is Rosie and Me. I switched out my fabric and I am stitching on 28 count Arctic by Picture This Plus. And I got in all of this greenery and the part of the house that's going on there. This one is a fun one and it's so cute. I really would like to get it finished.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yes, there she is. The troublemaker who's been batting the ball around.
Are you pretty? Yeah. My next one is Witch Training Academy by Kathy Barrick.
You were kind of on a theme this year.
I like witches. That was one of the questions I think you asked was, what's your favorite Halloween motif to stitch? We talked about that during our zombie chat, and I was like, I don't know. Oh, witches. I have a lot of witches. So there you go. This is the pattern. I finished her skirt this year and I've outlined her like sweater. And it's just DMC, so it's just gonna be fill.
And it's gonna look good.
Yeah. So the witch is slowly coming together.
My next one is Halloween This Way by the Primitive Hare. Katie will put a picture in here. And this is stitched on, I always have to look this up. This is stitched on Dark Spell Big by the Primitive Hare. And I worked on that bottom sign. So there it is, and that's how big the piece will be. It's just all of these signs that go together.
I'm like, man, maybe I could just have an entire year of Halloween.
You should. There you go.
My 24 starts, they'll
all be
Halloween.
Yeah, there you go.
I have enough. I have plenty of patterns to do that. Okay, my next one is Lila Studio All Hallows Eve.
So cute. It's got a there.
And then it's
terrible glare.
And then my progress, I had all of this kind of like gray border in, and I had the orange down here, or no, maybe I had the white in. So I finished filling in the flooring down here, and then I went up and did her arms and her skirt. And now it's ready to add some black in there.
I told Katie it looks very patriotic at this point.
See, and that doesn't look like that because it does not look blue to me. So
my birthday is July 3rd, so I love my little Americana stitches, and I think I see every time I see something like that, it just hits me that way that it's Americana. Okay, and my last one is Halloween at Granny's, and I'm going to have Katie insert a picture here. It's by Carolyn Manning Designs, and I got this far. That is a pretty good start on all of those diamonds. This is such a fun stitch, and it's easy to work on during a chat. I did this during one of our chats and got so much in. And I am stitching on, it's color and cotton fabric. I was trying to decide if it said, if I had a tag on it. I think it just said limited edition, but it's a 28 count and it is just a gorgeous linen. So, okay. It's all you now.
Oh, pressure. My next one is Wicked Stitcher Society. I spent the last couple of years working on the witch over on the side, and this year I decided to do the lettering because part of me was worried that the whole thing wasn't actually going to fit on the piece of fabric that I had cut out for this. And it does, but I ran out of Onyx, of Gentle Arts Onyx, so I haven't added it into the bag yet. But one of our friends, we met her for lunch, and she brought me a skein of Gentle Arts Onyx so I could finish off the word society down here.
You have a really cute little needle minder in here too.
It came with the bag.
Awesome.
So, oh my goodness, all the cats. Tiger, you coming up now too?
Hi, buddy. Come
We're
on.
just getting all the video crashers.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay.
You want to go to your next one?
And I look what I found. I bought this. Maybe I should do this for Thanksgiving. It's the autumn row, right?
Oh, that'd be fun.
I'm like, it'd be perfect for November. Okay. You know, what's the squirrel? Next, I actually have worked on this a little bit more since the end of October, because I pulled this out on Friday night this week to stitch. This is where I'm at on the scary sampler. Oh, and I should insert a picture here so you know what it looks like. But I'm making progress on this Demogorgon border. I decided, so when I first started this piece, I did this whole little Demogorgon guy over here in the corner, and then I decided it would be so much easier, instead of switching colors so often, to do all of that, to just go ahead and do all of the dark green to get the bodies in, and then I could go back in and add all the other things around it. So this is me establishing, you know, the work off points.
There you go.
I'm so close to finishing
you did
the border.
Really good.
So close. But I did actually turn the corner, so I was able to cut my fabric, and so I have a little piece of pretty fabric left over in there for something.
Which is always nice, yeah. Right?
My next one I made tons of progress on, and I will insert a picture here. And it is Midnight Magic by Stitch Rovia.
Oh, yeah, you made great progress.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get it to lay a little bit more smoothly. There you go.
Because we had the discussion about where should you go next. And I think I said letters so that you could base a lot of things off of it.
Yeah. I think that was the next thing that I'm going to be working on. I was like, should I either do the next set of lettering, or should I count down and do some more motifs down here? But when I started this month, all I had was, I did have the castle, and I had part of the moon, and that was it. I didn't have the hill that the castle's on or any of the other stuff. So I did make a lot of progress.
I think this had to have come out during a chat.
Maybe.
I think so.
Oh no, this came out while the bathroom was being worked on, and we watched Miss Marvel.
Oh, okay.
And then there we go. And finally, my last project was the Frosted Pumpkin Stitcheries Halloween wreath, which I'll insert here. And then this is where I got. And I was thinking about this one this morning. I was like, I want to pull that out and just put the third purple in to create the borders so I can just fill. You know, I don't have to fill right now, but I just want to put the borders in.
It would finish the bow, is that?
Yeah, it would finish the whole freaking bow, which I think is actually 2 parts because they only did like half the bow for one part of the stitch along this time. So I'm like, hey, maybe I would feel a little better. There you go.
Okay.
So that's it. That's all we worked on. Mom will have another thing to show. However, that you'll have to watch our treat unboxing for, which we are going to film here in just a couple minutes. So check that out. We'll also have the trick unboxing up. I think 3 videos are coming out today. Other than that, we will see you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.